Hi everyone, and welcome to your weekly Pick a Card Tarot readings for the week of May 13th. If we haven't met, my name is Sydney, I'm the tarot guy next door, and I use my cult knowledge and intuition to help guide you towards the life you want. If you have a question you want to ask the cards, you'll find information on how to get a private reading below. I also live stream on TikTok on Friday mornings at 8 a.m. You should check it out. I'll be doing 5-card open readings, and here are the decks that I have for you. We have the Tarot de Marseille with Amethyst, the classic Rider-Waite-Smith with Aquamarine, and the Tarot of the Divine with Tiger's Eye. We also have 4 different oracle cards to choose from 4 different decks. So go ahead and pick which tarot deck and which oracle card resonate with you the most. It's totally fine if you're drawn to more than one. And as always, you can pause this video if you need more time. As always with collective readings, take what resonates with you and leave aside what doesn't. If you want to jump straight to your reading, you'll find timestamps right below. And with that, let's go right to the readings. All right, group 1, let's see what we have for you for this week. I put a lot of effort into placing this pyramid, so if it's either crooked or badly placed, I'm going to be disappointed. But hey, let's see. So, very interesting mix of energies. So, this should be very close to perfect for you. If I anticipate, it might even be a tad high. Oh, great. Perfect. All right, I'll see you right now. Group 1, this is a really interesting energy because, first of all, before I'll address the elephant in the room. We all have the entire deck inside of us. Any court card can be any gender. I'm saying this because we have a queen and a page, and statistically, the person watching this right now is a woman. So I just wanted to make this clear. Think in terms of levels of agency. So we have the young gun and the veteran consul, C-O-N-S-U-L, that kind of vibe. So anyway, coming back to what I was actually saying, I can't shake the framework of a story that's been told a million times. Dances with Wolves, Avatar, what was the other one? Last Samurai, that kind of thing, where modern Western person goes into non-Western primitive culture, learns the methods of their ways, and then at the end ends up defending his new friends against his former peers, that kind of thing, right? Now, what's making me say this is that these two court cards are of the same suit, but there aren't any other ones in this whole thing, right? And so this is the primitive culture that this Western soldier is living amongst, is basically a new way of doing things, a new way of operating, or working with elements that isn't usually your thing. And the fact that we have the double nines here, signaling a completion of a cycle, or at least the attainment of a goal that we've been working towards for a while, with the establishment of the structure. Like, I try to not read elements when I read Marseille, because that shit came later, or at least as far as my research goes. But I can't shake the fact that, you know, the fire and water don't usually work well together, and we have 2 fire cards with a water card in the middle of the whole thing. And what water card do we have? The 4 of Cups, the structure, the baseline on which we build the rest of what we're trying to build in the attainment of whatever goal that we've been working towards, you know? And I really like this 3-4 progression, this, you know, creative flourishing into a new structure. And again, this is, whether you're the young gun or the veteran consul, the vibe of finally clicking with things that you're not quite used to working with, together with someone who is also facing these same challenges, whether you're receiving mentorship from this person or mentoring this person, is really, really strong. So yeah, I guess enjoy the fruits of what comes after finally clicking. And if you don't have that aha moment this week, don't be too hard on yourself. This is just a weekly reading, but there's this potential is so strong in this. It's really cool. So I'm gonna end that reading there. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked your reading, please give this video a like. You can use the timestamps in the section in the description to jump to your oracle card reading. I'll see you there. All right, group two, let's see what we have for you for this week. The moon reversed, cool. Nice. Don't panic. Yeah, exactly. Haha, told you not to panic. Uh, Let me see. I'm gonna I'm gonna try not to say the phrase "there's opportunity in the chaos." I mean, there isn't much chaos vibes here, but there's definitely a lot of shifts with lack of information. Anyway, I'm gonna stare at these cards more. I'll see you right now. Despite despite the actual cards that are present in this reading, I honestly don't feel like you need much from me, Group Two. So, but I'll still give you like what's in here. The overall vibe of this spread is one of processing the lessons of the past in order to decipher what is useful and what is less useful moving forward, and unearthing this idea here. And it's funny that I use the term unearthing despite the fact that this ace is upright in the middle of the thing, but it's surrounded by reversed cards. Even the sun is reversed. The only other upright card is this Ten of Swords, you know? So, actually, let's dig into the Ten of Swords a bit. So I haven't done a close up of this card in a while, but as scary looking as this card is, this man is doing a blessing sign with his hand, and there's the sun rising in the background. The the message of the Ten of Swords is one of a dramatic ending that also sets up the next cycle, hence the sunrise and the blessing and all that great stuff. And if this is the only upright card in the whole thing, and even the moon is reversed and the sun is reversed, we'll unpack this a bit. It's clear that what the pain of whatever this Ten of Swords represents hasn't been processed yet, and that's fine. Um, Depending on what happened, it might actually be really normal that you're not over it yet. But there is the seed of an equivalent advantage there, and it might take time to undergo the transformation and shift. And you still gotta pay the bills, and you still gotta do the things that need doing on a daily, weekly basis while you're going through all this. And that's where I love the reverse sun at the bottom of the deck underpinning everything, because there is joy and clarity here, but it's hidden first of all by being under the deck, second of all by being reversed, indicating some kind of block, glitch, or delay. So yeah, like, take the steps that you can, and cut yourself some slack if you're not fully over whatever this is, because it's fine. And as long as you remember that any adversity contains within it the seed of an equivalent advantage. That's Napoleon Hill outwitting the devil. If you know, you instantly recognize that quote. If you've read that book, if you haven't, you should. But the yeah, there's a seed of an equivalent advantage here, and just give yourself the time to progress with the info that you have, and do your best, because that's all we ever do. But there's opportunity here. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna end the reading there. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked the reading, please give this video a like, and you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your Oracle card reading. I'll see you there. All right, group three, as is customary, I'm gonna name each card as I turn them over, because I love this deck, and I use it so much because I don't want to have to do this. But anyway, we have the Nine of Cups reversed. This is a perfect example of a card that needed that. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, that's the Knight. Knight of Cups, interesting. We have the High Priestess reversed, awesome. And in the middle, we have the Four of Cups, beautiful. With the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck, let me just make this shot good for you. Pyramid placement is on point, and I've already done this twice, so this shot should basically be perfect for you. Of course it is. All right, I'll see you right now. Group three, I suspect at least a couple of you picked another group today, wink wink. But regardless of anything, what I'm getting from this is it's a vibe of two people figuring out how to work together. Like, if these are different aspects of one person, this will be very easily mappable. But the simplest way for me to make sense of this is to read these two knights as two people. And what strikes me is that we have two knights of two different elements. But even the Four of Cups guy, like everyone is facing in the same direction. So there's a lot of movement forward, reinforced by the double nines here, the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck. And what is at everyone's back? The reversed High Priestess. So again, the summary of this is people figuring out how to work together, and through operating together, attaining their wish, maybe not right away, relying on the strength that they've always had up until this point, and letting whatever must muster below the surface, so that it can like pop up in unexpected ways. In that regard, I would invite communication between, no matter which knight you are, either the slow and steady, put one foot in front of the other, chin down and put one foot in front of the other, or if it's chin up, eyes forward, and just gallop away into the fray. And, with that, geez. Is it Devil May Cry attitude? Like, because there's a game named after it, now I no longer believe that Devil May Cry is even an expression. But the daring boldness is what I'm trying to. I'll look it up later. Anyway, yeah. Honestly, I've summarized this vibe so much that it's difficult for me to add anything. The Four of Cups, I'll just say, the way that the Four of Cups is coming through here is more not so much whether or not it's an invitation to open up or to hunker down, but more as a reminder that there's whatever wish that you two are trying to obtain together. You need a solid foundation to rest on, because again, when you're coming at the same problem from two different perspectives, sometimes there's friction there, and just figuring out what the other person's quirks and mannerisms are is a good way to calm the waters, so that the hidden lessons can like spring up to both of y'all's awesomeness. This is a really cool vibe, and I'm honestly gonna end it right there. So thank you very much for watching. If you liked your reading, please give this video a like, and if you don't want to watch me pick up your reading, you know what to do. The timestamps are right below. Ooh, I'll probably say that each time. That was so easy. I usually mess that up. Oh, this. All right, it's Oracle card time. This should be pretty decent. That's what I'm going with. Whoops. There we go. All right, Group A, your card is Prosperity. The text under the card reads, the frequency of prosperity supports our feeling of well-being by allowing the inclusion of everything that makes our body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit sing. It invites us to express ourselves in joy and celebration of the abundance and riches that the universe provides. I guess this is a pretty obvious invitation to go at your week from a spirit of abundance, and to celebrate the little things. I could go on a 5-minute monologue on this that I will spare you, but the exploring the little things in life, there's so much joy and juice that's unpacking. I'm honestly unlocking an entire area of content creation. I'm not kidding, but it's too long to explain quickly. But really, find joy in the little things or the big things. Like the big things, find a lot of joy, double plus plus joy. Yeah, that's a good note to end on. Group B, your card is last quarter moon in Virgo. Attend the details. Let me just show it to you. I can't do the sky math in my head. Give me a second. Yeah, what I meant to say is I can't do the sky math quickly. So if the last quarter moon is in Virgo, that means the sun is in Sag. And yeah, that is, attending to the details is something that a Virgo would remind a Sag. And given the reading that I gave you, there's a good chance that what I just said is funny to you, for reasons that I'd rather not get into. But yeah, don't sweat. How can I say this? Make sure that every T is crossed and every I is dotted. And also be open to that advice from other people. Yeah. Group C, your card is Yang. Well, if this is not an invitation for action and dynamism, I don't know what is. I mean, this is two hands casting a fireball. First of all, you don't be afraid to make magic happen in the unique ways that you can, and to be bold and daring. Yeah, honestly, it's just look at this card. And given the tarot readings that I gave, even the groups that might need a bit of warning, I don't even feel that there's anything that I should add to this. So I'm going to move on. Group D, your card is Yesod, the root connection. I say this every time I pull a Sephiroth, but there are 11 quote unquote Sephiroth cards and like 22 non-Sephiroth cards. So uh, I'm always fascinated when I pull a Sephiroth. Anyway, I'm gonna stare at this. Give me a second. You already have everything you need, Group D. That's the message. I don't know how well this is coming off, but the body of this angel, the torso, contains like an entire universe. Yesod is the 10th Sephiroth. It's the root, where all the manifestation ends up, and it's also what connects to the next tree. So it's really fitting. So in more tactical terms for you, Group D, I would just remind you're enough. You're enough. And don't be afraid to take whatever idea that is in you and to just make it into something, even a small thing, because it's from small things that we build big things. Yeah, that is so telling or apropos that I'm gonna solemnly end the whole video there. If you liked your video or reading, please give this video a like. I hope y'all have a great week. All right, take care. I'll see you soon.